I bet you feel like time is slipping right through your fingers, like you're constantly chasing deadlines, but you're never quite catching up. Look, you're not alone, but here's the truth. You're also not a victim of time. You're its architect. And today we're going to explore why you are absolutely in control of your punctuality and how to build a life where you control your time and your success. Let's define our key term: agency. It's your capacity to act independently and make your own free choices. And when it comes to time, it's about recognizing that you're not a passive participant. You're the one that's actually calling the shots. Your time is actually a resource, and it's all about the power of allocation. Imagine your time as a valuable resource like money. You earn it, you spend it, and you decide how to invest it. You're not just a receiver of time, you're actually a manager of time. Every minute you choose to spend, you're making a choice, and you're in control of those choices. And by recognizing this, you shift from being reactive, always putting out fires, to proactive, building a future that you design. And this is important because it basically flips the script. You move from feeling powerless to feeling empowered. You realize that you're not at the mercy of the clock. You're actually its conductor. Good ways to get started: treat your time like a precious resource. Plan your day, schedule your task, and make conscious decisions about how you spend each minute. Lateness is not a fixed trait. It's a learned behavior. Just like you learn to ride a bike or write code, you can learn to be punctual. It's going to take some effort, but it's definitely doable. You might fall a couple times. You still might end up being tardy here and there, but you can make the change. But what this means is that you have to recognize that you have the power to dismantle old patterns and build new ones. So the power to change is within you, and you are not bound by your past habits. It's important because this should give you hope. It means you're not stuck with your current habits, and you can evolve, adapt, and become the person that you want to be in whatever world that you want to be in. Good ways to get started are by identifying your time-wasting habits. Do something like replace them with positive routines. Start small, be consistent, and like I always say, celebrate your progress. Your mindset is always going to shape your reality. Your thoughts are the driving force of your actions. So if you believe you're always going to be late, you're naturally just going to be late. You're going to create situations that reinforce that belief. But if you shift your mindset to, I'm a punctual person, you'll start seeing opportunities to prove that to yourself. You'll probably become a punctual person. Your thoughts, they do create your reality. You control your thoughts. So choose to believe in your ability to be punctual. This is important because it's going to change your perspective. It's going to allow you to see the possibilities instead of limitations. It empowers you to take control of your destiny. And a good way to get started is just practicing positive affirmations. Visualize yourself being on time. Challenge negative thoughts and replace them with empowering beliefs. I used to think I was just naturally late, but then I realized I was creating that reality. I started telling myself, I'm a punctual person, and I started to see changes. I began planning better, leaving earlier, and arriving on time. In today's world, there's really no excuses because we have all the tools we need for planning. Calendars, reminders, GPS, and so forth. They basically allow you to anticipate, prepare, and navigate your day with precision. So you gotta let go of the excuses and just make it happen. You actually have the ability to think ahead and prepare for what is to come. You gotta use those actual tools that are available to you and use them to your advantage. They're not there just to be there. And this is important because it gives you that sense of mastery. It actually allows you to be proactive instead of reactive. It's going to empower you to take charge of your schedule. You can do things like explore time management apps or just set reminders for your appointments and tasks. Basically just plan your routes in advance. There's so many steps that we can take to be better with our time. I've said this in other videos. Punctuality is a reflection of your values. And when you value respect, reliability, and efficiency, you're going to naturally prioritize being on time. You choose what's important to you, and you choose to act on those things. So make punctuality a priority, and your actions, they're going to most likely follow. And it's important because it's going to align your actions with your beliefs. It creates that sense of purpose and direction. It also empowers you to live a life that reflects those values. Come on. And it's easy to get started. All you have to do is identify your core values and make punctuality a non-negotiable. Let your actions reflect your commitment to being on time. To be fair though, life does throw curveballs. Delays, unexpected traffic, last minute requests. You might have forgot something at the house. But again, you're not powerless. You can adapt. All you have to do is communicate, adapt, and find solutions. It's pretty simple overall. Once you recognize that you have the ability to make choices in the moment, you can alter your course of action. So just be resilient, be adaptable, and find ways to overcome these obstacles. Because it's going to build confidence. It's going to teach you that you can handle anything that comes your way. And again, it's going to empower you to navigate life's challenges with grace and with poise. But you got to start developing those problem solving skills. Learn to communicate effectively. Practice flexibility and adaptability. All these things are things that you can do, but it's going to take time and it's going to take effort. Quit with the excuses. Just make it happen. It's that simple. Most people know these things, but most people don't make effort to change. You got to remember, you are a time architect. You have the power to design your day, your life, and your success. So choose to own your punctuality, and I'm telling you, you're going to unlock a new level of control and fulfillment. This week, why don't you identify one area where you struggle with punctuality? I want you to develop a plan to address it using the principles we just talked about. Track your progress and then celebrate your wins. Again, these are light effort homework assignments, but if you do them, practice them, and make them routine, you'll be able to identify the areas that you need to get better at. So remember, you're not a victim of time. You are its architect. Own your time, own your success, and if you found this video valuable, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone that needs to practice their punctuality. Thanks for watching this video, y'all, and I'll catch you in the next one.